Am I gonna do a vlog slanted today? Maybe. I just might. Uh-oh. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. What does that mean? It means I got a hold of Brad Mondo shit via Sally's Beauty Salon, via a 2-hour drop off at my house, via an 80-year-old man who does DoorDash and didn't know what to do, so he fucking calls me, and I'm surprised because I didn't think it was going to be DoorDash because I've never done this before. I thought it was going to be like some guy from Sally's drops my shit off on my porch. Nothing, no, you don't touch me, I don't touch you, we don't talk to each other, just fucking drop the shit, get the fuck out of here. No. And this is what I used. This is what I used. And then, like, because my pores are so porous. I'll put in another better lighting, whatever. I have too much lights on right now, and it's kind of freaking me out. I don't know. I just thought there wasn't enough lighting in my room. I think I'm just fucking tweaking. I just need to chill the fuck out. Okay, so I vented yesterday, and I just did something so nostalgic about me and getting my hands fucking dirty on a fucking new moon. You know what I mean? Like, there's something so nostalgic and like really healing about just putting a color depositing mask on my fucking hair. And it's so crazy because I didn't think it was gonna like turn out to be this color. But I should have known. Anything from Sally's is cursed. And I've bitched about this shit for years, and I keep going back like a fucking dumb bitch in a really bad relationship. Let me retract that statement. If you're in a really bad relationship, you're not fucking stupid. You're not dumb. I get it. There's like steps to grief and acceptance and acknowledgement and awareness. I get that. Do not fucking pull that shit up in 15 years from now and be like, she said this one thing. Because guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to shit my pants in public and then put that on the front page. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Listen, I don't give a fuck. Here's the thing. I'm not going to be giving any more of my attention to anything that I don't fucking care about. And what I do care about, I'm going to be fucking taking a real big peep at. Okay? Is that okay with you? There, I kind of fixed the slant. Okay, listen. Every time I say okay, listen, just stop. Shut the fucking video off. This video goes until I say the words okay, listen. Here's my cup for the day. It's a pickle jar with a badly removed label. Is it hot and sexy? Yes. Is this what everybody should be marketing towards people? Yeah. Actually, this is the new hottest thing. And if you don't have it, you're a fucking loser. You're a piece of shit. You're too ugly. I'm just kidding. How fucking ads on Facebook target you. You like openly say, oh, I feel ugly. I'm a little bloated today. My period's about to get here. And then you get a Botox ad. Why is that? Why do these places feed information to these companies that are nefarious? Like, dude, become radical and love and accept yourself as is. Unless you want to dye your hair, that's fine. But like, do you need to get surgery? No. If you want it, you can have it. Do not let these fucking companies guilt trip you via targeted ads into not drinking out of a fucked up pickle jar. Okay, come on. Come on! It's good. It's good. And guess what? 10 out of 10. Highly recommend you just get a fucking pickle jar, you wash it out. Highly recommend that. The coffee tastes a little watery today. I don't like that. This morning, my husband made some really strong coffee in the big pot, and then these are just Keurig pods. I mixed Taste of the Hill Country via Cafe Ole or something like that, HEB brand, and Folgers Classic. So we mixed a little bit of San Antonio with a little bit of New Orleans, I think. Folgers is Folgers packed in New Orleans, or is it packed in just Louisiana? I'm gonna look into that. But I also have Community Folgers. We fuck with the Louisiana brand coffee. But here's the thing. I said it. Oh fuck! Shit! It's like that guy who's on the Walking Dead. I forgot. But it's the dude from The Walking Dead who's like, no, let me tell you something. But he's also in like a lot of other shit, and he's always like trying to tell someone something. He's like, no, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It's just something like that we say. Um, like my brother, he's like hardcore, like 90s Hispanic male, and he'll be like, you know, you know, you know, and my mom would get so mad. She'd be like, bitch, I don't fucking know. Why do you keep saying that? I don't know. Explain. And I was like, every time he would suck his teeth too, and my mom would get mad. He'd be like, and that was like a huge thing. But like, what the fuck are you gonna do? You know what I mean? It's just like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Right? Like, okay, I don't care. I don't care. But also at the same time, I do fucking care. Did you guys hear Crispin Glover is going on tour? Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, he is. Oh, is he coming anywhere near me? No. He's gonna be like Chicago, New York, and somewhere else. And I was just like, fuck. Anyways, yeah, it's fine. But am I totally fangirling over it? No. Mm-mm. Nope. I'm not fangirling over it. In fact, I don't fucking care. I don't give a fuck, Keisha. I do care. Anyways, I think that was cool. I got like, I was on Facebook last night and I saw it, like, and I was like, whoa, hey, what? And then immediately, like, at 2:20 a.m., um, I got the email, like, on tour dates, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, anyways, we're not gonna talk about that. I got really excited though. I did really get fucking excited. And yeah, yeah, yeah. So then I don't know. Today, I think it's a new moon, and that's totally fine. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? Not me. No, I do care. And I was like, man, my hair's really dull, and it's so the banding. Even though my homegirl did a really good job. Here's the thing: I'm not angry at my homegirl at all. I wanted to put a color depositing mask in my hair. Number one, to deep condition it. Number two, Brand Mondo shit is generally good. I rewatched a video a long time of me doing the super red on my hair, and I was just it just hit me in the nostalgia, and I was like, dude, I miss who I was. Actually, here's a picture of myself. Okay, listen. R.I.P. R.I.P. Okay, because she was so fucking pretty. Like, can I just give a moment to myself on antidepressants? Um, she was an icon. I miss and love her. But when I got off of antidepressants, I got pretty bold, if I do say so. You know, if I'm allowed to say. And I got to this fight with this racist bitch online that lives in the county somewhere. And if I catch her, I'm gonna throw hands. I'm gonna put hands on her. But it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. It's a small county. But she was like cyber stalking me after I called her out on some shit, and then she continued to cyber stalk me to a very uncomfortable, an uncomfortable amount of cyber stalking. So I said, and like I'm so proud of myself. Like I don't know. It's like I channeled my dead mother in this moment with all the cuntiness available in the ether. And I told her, girl, just go fucking finger yourself to my profile picture and get over it and move on and stop commenting on every post I've ever commented on. And like, that was one of the comebacks that came out of nowhere. And usually the improv comebacks of Sweet Violence, when they come out of nowhere with me, it's just, they're really good. They're really good. And I'm like, write that down, write that down. But like, it's just channeling some kind of horrific anger. And the thing is, and here's the thing, and the thing is, eventually I'm going to tell you about something. No, but for real, that moment, I was just like, nah, we back, we back. We don't fucking care. So, like, me getting off of antidepressants was truly something to witness as somebody watching myself. Does that make sense? Like, going back and, like, this is a video diary for me, and going back and seeing my video diaries is way better because, like, when I keep an actual diary, it's like jarbled up bullshit. It's usually like the moon is in this phase in this astrological sign. I'm angry. I'm kind of hungry. I'm having strange looping thoughts today. I don't necessarily like them. Oh, I started my period. It's literally every month I only want to journal 10 days before my period. And then I'm like, today I'm mad. And the only reason I start journaling is because they say to journal when you're mad. And so my journal is just filled with like angry today, pretty mad. I got upset. I had a weird dream. They're not anything cool, nothing like Sylvia Plath's journal, like nothing cool, nothing. It's just autistic meltdowns in 4K. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, having a video diary is way better and also more embarrassing. And it's just like crucifying yourself on the internet. Amen, 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 amen. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking not. I lied. I'm not kidding. It's quite the endeavor. Number one, it goes against everything my lawyers have ever told me to like not kind of do that shit. At the same time, what are we gonna do? Live our lives like pussies? Like we're gonna not live our lives? Oh, if you say certain things, it's gonna not like. Here's the defense for people that do not want to put anything out on the internet, which is totally fine. The defense is oh, I wouldn't do that, if I were you, because you might not be able to have job opportunities. You speaking out on certain things that you believe in will get you blacklisted from certain agencies, entities, companies. People aren't gonna, brands aren't want to go. They're not gonna want to sponsor you. Blah, blah. And to me, I'm like, you sound like the biggest fucking pussy I've ever heard in my life. And I actually don't like you at all. It seems to me you're not about anything. I've seen snakes with prettier skin. You don't intimidate me. And it sounds like if I had a shovel, I might take your head off. That is the most pussy ass shit to be like, oh, you don't want to say something because people might not want to sponsor you. You could be an independent, whatever, independent journalist, independent hard worker. I grew up at one time, my mom and her husband had their own business, and I was a part of it, and I got paid child labor. Haha. I got paid for it, and so that's how I learned like hard work, effort. But it was a independent business. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so you can have your own business. You don't have to go and suck somebody's dick off and keep your mouth shut and be like, oh, I'm not allowed to form opinions because we won't get government funding or we won't get this or that or what. Stop taking the money. Stop getting railed up the ass. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, I want to take dirty blood money. You do? You do? You want to take dirty blood money and do what? And do what? Put bread on your table? No, listen, I know that's a little harsh. I know it's a little harsh to come off and be like, oh. The city of San Marcos is about to run out of money. Why? Because it's illegal to stop funding a certain place. What do you mean? Oh, that wasn't in the news on any of the major channels that it's completely illegal to boycott something somewhere? That's strange. That's weird. But at the same time, the city of San Marcos was like balls to the wall. I don't give a fuck. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, anyways, like I'm saying, you could just do your own thing. Put out music independently. Be your own fucking producer. Drop that shit on the internet. It's better to have a small fan base of people who really want to fuck with you than a large fan base of twacked out wieners. You know what I mean? I saw this interview with Hazley, I believe her name is. She's not even allowed underneath her record labels. Nice little blood contract. She's not even allowed to put on an album because her album wasn't producing Taylor Swift numbers for the company. So they told her she's not allowed to like shit sideways without them knowing. And that is the industry. That's it. So you're saying, oh, I want to go get discovered by a label. Fuck a label. Fuck their mothers. Go do it yourself. Boots on the ground. Old school grassroots fucking punk shit. Local band at the fucking park, at City Hall, asked to rent out a place. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, I want to get discovered, so I have to keep my mouth shut and I have to, eat ass and I don't want to. Girl, what? girl, you ain't gotta do that shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, I'm not gonna get my money if I don't. If you're telling me you're only creating art in order to put bread on the table, that's peculiar. I understand, like, money is a happy little side quest of art. Money should not be the sole reason for art. We fell the fuck off, babe. Like, this is the gourd filled with ash, Hopi prophecy kind of shit. You're telling me that you only make art to purposefully make money. And it's not a soul level thing. You're just doing it because you think, oh, if I finally get money, bro, ash, poof, dust in the wind. What the fuck? Nah, bro, that's not what a soul is. And maybe you should do some deep dive soul searching kind of shit. Dabble in forgiveness, self reflection, psychology, something. Like, pick up a book. What the fuck are you talking about? Go read some smut. I don't give a fuck. I'm just kidding. Yeah, pick up a book, bitch. Go read some fucking some smut or something. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then go read. Shut up, bitch. Um, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Listen, I go to Goodwill, and there are no bad bitches here. That drop shit off at Goodwill. It's so pathetic. It's a bunch of like ex-presidents' alleged biographies that they wrote, or their autobiographies, or whatever the fuck ever. They're claiming that they wrote these books themselves. And there's a specific president I know for a fact cannot read past 4-letter words. So I don't think that he's writing booksies. But there's tons of like the how do you say here you go. The donation, the charity to Goodwill is tons of so you're telling me the people in my county eat that political propaganda up and believe it. Bro, that sucks. I am totally fucked. I'm fucked. What the fuck do you mean? There's like nobody. Everyone's got a steel trap for a brain, except the only thing that gets in is far right wing political propaganda. God damn, that sucks. Oh well, I'm still here. I still exist to some extent. And okay. Okay. Great. Okay, whatever. But yeah, you shouldn't. I think it's weird to have to like bow down and take a dick up the butt for like blood money. I think that sucks. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Period. Period. Clock it. Throw the clock on the ground. Smash it. I don't know. Fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Do your little weird thing. Smash the clock. Fix it into an art piece. If you sell it, you sell it. If not, you still created something. Create some shit, dude. Even if it is shit. You know what I mean? It's important. It's important. I'm such a fucking loser. I'm so sorry. Anyways, let's talk about my hair. Okay, so here's the thing. The ends are so porous, and because they're so damaged by bleach, that the composition of my hair I think it's beyond repairable. And then my homegirl was like, well, just cut it off as it grows off. And I was like, cut it off? I'd rather have a foxtail. It's okay if the ends are porous because they're so dark because they sucked up all of the the hair mask. They're so dark because of that. But I love using Head and Shoulders, which is not good for keeping hair dye within your hair, right? But I like using it. And, I use Guy. I live in a house with 3 guys, no girls. All my animals are boys except the chickens and my dog. I don't know if the tortoise we have is a boy or a girl yet, but either way, his name is Don El Champo. And sometimes El Jefe. It just depends on how my husband feels. So listen, either way, it's presenting as a boy right now. Okay, so there's like guy shit all over the place. Like you grab a soap and it's like dude time, bro time, and so like it's fine. I'm used to that. I fucks with it. It's cool. But yeah, like I like using Aussie sometimes or like color safe shampoos and stuff. But then right after I use it, I'm like, oh, this is healthy for my hair. It's gonna help me. I can't sleep right. I have to have some fucking Head and Shoulders and just scrub the shit out of my scalp. And then I'm like, wee! Like, I feel refreshed and cleansed. I have this serpent like need to shed, to, to have a certain cycle. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a woman. That's probably why. To shed, to let loose, let you let the uterus fly. Um, there's something about me being perhaps a fucking girl, like a girl, that I say it all mean. Oh, sorry, I'm a fucking girl. I think it's because I disappointed my parents by being a girl. I was supposed to be a boy. It doesn't matter, anyways. So listen, here's the thing. I like using Head and Shoulders, but it strips the color out of my hair. So now, number one, my hair is super porous and color just leaks out anyways. They don't make dye like they used to. Like, they used to just let us have that carpet dye. They used to let us have that shit that was fucking illegal. But then the government gets all worried about the chemicals in the hair dye. Who gives a fuck? I know what you put in the air, bitch. I know what you let sink into the slumpy trenches near the chemical plants. It's all bad. Who knows if you guys are dumping fent in the ocean and feeding it to dolphins just to discard it? I don't know. After that fucking animal shelter bozo event, who fucking knows what they're doing? And honestly, who fucking cares? What are you gonna do? Watch them, watch you, watch them, watch you? It sounds like a fucking jerk off circle I'm not trying to be a part of. If I'm being so real with you. Um, I do miss being on antidepressants though, because I feel like wasn't so goofy. I was more like stable, but I do like being off of antidepressants because my natural like resting point is absolute goofball, jester, clown girl, whatever. And so that's fine too. That's fine too. Okay, so next. Next, all that being said, this will leak out. So it doesn't matter that the ends almost look black brown. That's fine because with the amount of Head and Shoulders I use within a week, this is going to be back to like dingy copper. And that's kind of what I was going for. I wasn't really going for a dark brown color. And it's like a red brown color, and that's fine too. That's all right, but it shifts, and I also enjoy the shifting. I like keeping up with my hair. I like the idea of having my little routine of like changing. Do you know what I'm saying? But I also don't mind that my hair is so porous that color leaks out, because when my roots do start growing, I'll have this nice little foxtail at the end. And I don't mind that either, because foxes are cool. I like them. They're so fucking cute. I think I got some fox teeth and a fox face, like taxidermy. I got like a fox face hanging around downstairs. I love a good dead thing. Trigger warning, I'm gonna show you a dead animal part. If you're not into that, skip forward like, let's say 30 seconds. Just me doing something crazy. Anyways, trigger warning, taxidermy, whatever. I'm gonna show you right now. Okay. This is a crow's foot. It came from the UK, so it's not the ones here. It's not illegal. Don't come for me like, oh my god, you're breaking the law. Blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, this is a crowfoot. I love crows. Somebody that was like, birds aren't real. They're like, the defense for that is, have you ever seen a baby crow? Didn't think so. I'm like, guys, chill out. Like, yeah, there are some bird drones. I get that, but I have some chickens. I think they are real. Like, I'm just putting this out there. Some birds might be real. Just letting you know. Maybe they're not. Maybe this is a fucking. Maybe I'm just stupid. That could be real. I am a little dumb. Anyways, so crowfoot. Oh my god, I told you. I keep showing you crowfoot. I love it, but I want to turn it into a necklace. I have another crow's foot, but recently I lied. Within the past 6 months, my crow's foot necklace is on an altar somewhere in my house for a different purpose. So I'd like to make another necklace for everyday use and not just like on my separate altar. But I also, I don't know. I have to check in on a couple people, and yeah. And yeah, dude, it was raining today out of fucking nowhere. And there's a couple expressions. expressions. One of them is the devil's beating its wife. Whenever the sun's shining and it's raining, the devil's beating his wife. I don't think Satan's a wife beater. I'm gonna just say that. I don't think the Dark Lord beats his wife. I'm just gonna say that. I think you guys are fucking spreading propaganda, and it needs to stop. Sounds like you guys are projecting what you guys do in the South onto the Dark Lord. Cut it out. I'm kidding. Um, right now. But then there's another one that comes from the East, and they call it a fox wedding. And it's where these like fox spirits get married. Um, so I opened the door and I was like, oh my God, it's a fox wedding. And I shut the door and I was like, what the fuck? The sun was bright. It was brightest. So I had no idea it was raining at all. I couldn't hear the rain. I opened the door and it was like the heavens had opened up and dropped down. And right when I opened the door, we heard the first bit of like thunder and but it was so fucking bright. It was like looking directly at a light bulb. That's how bright it was outside. And I was like, holy fuck, like where did this rain come from? It was really cool. And it reminded me of how much I love like foxes within different mythos. I love fox spirits. I love that. I love it all. I love tricksters. I love shapeshifters. It is my favorite. I love anything a little mercurial. It's quite beautiful, fascinating, and I really enjoy it. I think these are red fox teeth. That's so funny. Yeah, these are I'm sorry, gray fox. I have red fox teeth, but these are gray fox jawbones. And then that's funny. I love foxes. I don't know why I can't stop talking about them. Wow, wow. Me, I was so fucking stupid. I was like, hey guys, I'm trying to be like helpful. Trigger warning taxidermy. That's how dumb I am. I really just be forgetting shit. What the fuck? I was telling my husband before bed about this tarot reading. Tarot reading. No, tarot reading. Tarota. I used to, sorry, sidebar. I used to work at a metaphysical shop in San Antonio. And the Hispanic or the Mexican ladies will come in and go, las cartas de tarota. And I love listening to them. I just love listening to them because I feel like I just it's just like healing a piece of me because I was so detached from my own culture at such a young age, and it like brings me back to just feeling the love of being around my brother's family and my family, and like then getting detached and having to like move to South Texas with like a bunch of like racist white people. It was horrible. That was fucking horrible. Like going from like the richness of Mexican Hispanic culture in the 90s in San Antonio to South Texas culture was weird because it was just fucked up. It was just really fucked up. It was really fucked up. My mom was like so fair that people were like, oh, she's white, and then her daughter must be white, and like, but I'd get out in the sun and people would start eyeballing me weird. They'd be like, hey, I don't think you're fucking all the way white, and I'll be like, no, of course not. My last name is blah blah blah, and they'd be like, hey, yo, she's. From that was fucking weird. That was fucking weird. It was also weird because even though I was like the love of like menudo every Sunday, the love of homemade corn tortillas and homemade food made with love, the smell of like Miller Lite in the air, laughter, like hyena laughter and music and it with the sensation of being loved by your Mexican family in the 90s for me is like something in my heart that I'll never get back, and I will never be able to recreate it as well because I'll always be like an outsider looking in nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It was just oh god. Oh, sorry, not to get a little too fucking freaky deaky, but it's something that I constantly seek out is the love and acceptance of the goddess, right? And it's something that I don't think could physically be obtained in the way that I want. So it's always like an unsatiated desire, an unsatisfied part of myself that's yearning and is broken and wounded. Do you know what I'm saying? Not to get too deep, but yeah. So then, what the fuck was I talking about? Fuck. Okay, bitch. I had to go back and watch what the fuck I was saying. I had to go fucking back and watch. Dude, okay. Oh, I'm about to forget. Hold up. I'll get there. I'll get there. I was telling my husband about a tarot card reading that I did before bed, and he was treating it like it was just normal information. And I said, thank you so much for loving and accepting me. He was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I forget sometimes that I'm kind of a fucking freak, but you make me feel like not a fucking freak. And I really do appreciate that because you make me feel normal. That's something I always wanted. And he goes, yeah, oh, that's right. That's not normal shit. Other people's wives don't just fucking be like, hey, I had this strange tarot card reading I want to tell you about right before bed. And anyways, it was a really sweet moment that we shared. I was like, hey, bro, because I talk to my husband like that. It's not like we don't really talk sweet to each other. We're just kind of like real. I don't know. It's funny. So whatever. Who cares? You guys know how I talk. So I don't fucking put this as not a fucking act I put on. I'm just kidding. It is. It's a total art project. I'm not completely serious about anything that I have ever said on YouTube. It's all just a fucking joke. But that being said, this is how I talk. That being said, this is how we talk. But like, I do notice that the time I did spend in San Antonio, like many, many years, I shedded some of my Southern accent and it was replaced with like a more intelligent sounding form of speech. Like I was looking at some videos from like 3 or 4 years ago when I had first just moved down here. I didn't have an accent. The fucking living in this place destroyed my accent and fucking made it into something else. And that totally sucks dick because I miss not sounding like a fucking bale of hay fell out of my fucking mouth. Okay? Yeah, bro, that fucking sucked. I also didn't say fuck as much. I don't know. I came back down here and I got hyper defensive and I became a man and I was just like, man, fuck all you bitches and your mothers. Like, I don't know. But I did notice that my accent completely shifted when I moved down here. And then my other friends were talking about that. They had a similar experience moving back home and their accent came back. And I was like, oh, this has got to stop. This has got to stop. This has to stop. Because fuck, that sucks. And I worked so hard to have a news anchor voice when I lived in San Antonio because I was dealing with the public and I went on the news and like other stuff, you know what I mean? Like I was in front of people, so I had to sound like not a fucking idiot. But now it's just me and YouTube, so I sound like a fucking idiot. But yeah, I was like, damn, what the fuck? Like I went back and I watched I used to do a lot of astrology stuff with my homegirl and she's a really good astrologer. I love her so much. And astrology is my 100% strong point in life. That's the one thing that I'm really good at. And who who cares? I'm kidding, I care. So that's what I'm fucking talking about. Coming after myself. Shut up. No, you shut up. No, listen. Here's the thing. um I did this interview thing with my homegirl. It was like 2 or 3 hours long. We were talking about the entire year, astrology throughout the entire year of like 21 or something like that. And of course, I had this fucking Joan of Arc bob, but I was also like 145 pounds. I had a fucking black bob. And, and like, I was just always wearing red, black hair, pale skin, skinny, doing astrology, and like super sweet and very skittish though. Like every time there was eclipse, I would hide under my bed kind of thing. That was the expression I used. I didn't really do that, but I would just stay in the house. I wouldn't go outside. And a part of that is because I learned from an indigenous woman when I was younger that certain indigenous people view it as like planet porn. It's a time when an eclipse happens. It's a time where the sun and moon are like getting busy. So it's not okay to be outside during these times. The energies are unstable and it's not good for you. You know what I mean? And that tied into a tarot reading I did for myself. I told my husband about it. I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna like DoorDash some shit to the house. He was like, why are you doing that? And I was like, well, eclipse and I don't need to be outside and blah 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 blah, you know? And yeah, I am super superstitious, super duper superstitious. And is that a part of my indigenous heritage? Maybe that I actually fucking it's not that I'm scared of hell because I think that's just I mean, golly, have you seen the planet we live on? It's not that I'm scared of hell because I would just be like, okay, all right, ah, shit. I sucked. I guess I deserve this, right? Um, it's that I am worried about disappointing my ancestors or my gods or the things that I serve that are not of this exact realm. You know what I mean? And disappointing them, I think, is more poisonous than ever disappointing a human. Who gives a fuck? You disappoint humans? Who gives a fuck? They are disappointing. Hey, newsflash. Humans suck, dick, professionally, and not good, not in the way you want. They're weird. I don't like them. And they get weird ideas up their ass, and they start slaughtering each other. Have you read a history book by chance? I'm just asking. Have you ever read a history book? It's filled with men, guys, dudes trying to fuck over other dudes to get land. They die. I can't stand this shit. I'm like, next. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm gonna go take some land from you. You can't. You really can't. That's not. You can't. Like, eventually, the land takes us all, or the sea, or the sky. Shut the fuck up, bro. Grow a fucking pair and stop kissing on your mama's tip. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm gonna take some land from you. Eventually, we all die, okay? I don't know if you know this. There's a skeleton living inside your skin. Um, and fuck. That's crazy. Like the entire history books are littered with people, men mostly. And I'm not trying to like come after men, but like it's guys be doing some dumb shit. And like women are just like, look, some women they're dumb. Look, all humans are dumb. I'm not sure, man, woman, whatever. But it's mostly guys, emperors of great dynasties and shit. Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, all kinds of fucking people, guys, tweaking out over fuck ass ideologies. I don't know, bro. Like, stop, cut it out, or else. I think that's really it. I think that they really need to stop, or else. Or else what? I haven't gotten to that part yet. Give me a second. Okay, just give me a second. I haven't gotten to that part. Can somebody arrest the man with the fucking Honda Civic that goes down my road and makes it sound like he shits his pants? The car sounds like it is shitting. Jail him. 60 years minimum. No water. You're only allowed to drink diet soda. Jail. I'm just kidding me. Men are so problematic. Also me. Straight to jail. No, but this guy's busted ass Honda Civic goes down my road and it goes like this. And that I'm like, bro, that shouldn't be street legal. It sounds like it's about to catch on fire. Like, do you have your seatbelt on? I'm so scared. That always frightens me because it's like a very abrupt fart sound, like someone shit their pants at high velocity. And and you know what? I don't fucking like it. And I don't fucking like you. I'm just joking. That must be how wars start. I don't like your Honda Civic. Just kidding. I don't fucking care. That was crazy though. But yeah. 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 My homegirl went to a metaphysical shop today and I was so happy for her. She got herself a deck. I was so grateful for that. I was like, yes, girl, yes. Yes. I love when people get into metaphysical shit. It's so cool. I like using a specific deck. I don't know if it's called the Golden Dawn. It's something to do with the Golden Dawn, one of those decks, you know what I mean? I don't think it's kind of like the Thoth deck. It might have been maybe if I find it, I'll put it here. This is my go-to deck. I love it a lot. The other one is the Thoth Tarot deck, the Aleister Crowley deck. And I know, like, I come on here and I talk a lot of shit and like, yeah, Aleister Crowley, you know. But actually, some of the coolest people I ever fucking met were part of the OTO or AA, and or they fucked around with the AA. I don't know that they were in the OTO. Anyways, they're really cool. They were so adorable too because they would have to come in order to keep their status, their little group number. They would have to do 2 rituals a year, I think, and then send it in or some shit like that. It's just so fucking beautiful. Guys, listen, I love witnessing people do shit. Like, I love that. I don't like when they start fighting each other, but I love seeing people in a sandbox building things because that's what it is. The entirety of this planet is some fucking people in a sandbox, and it always gets reset. It always gets reset. And I'm not trying to talk conspiracy. Oh, no, the earth literally will reset itself when it doesn't want to fuck with us no more. Like motherfucker, like motherfucker. She will funky get you. Me when I get you. Um, and yeah, 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 yeah. She's really cool. I noticed that the other day how I have to constantly fight against the elements because the earth is constantly reclaiming itself. And so that's actually a part of owning a home is weeding and chopping down trees that accidentally sprout that you didn't put there, and maintenance is actually constant earth reclamation of itself, and it's really beautiful. She doesn't stop, and I like that. I really like that. I absolutely love it. I love the earth. I fucking love the earth. I love the cosmos. I love astrology. I like music. I don't understand music though. I really don't, but I feel it, and it's a beautiful sensation. I like sensations, I do. But yeah, the entirety of this planet is just people in a sandbox trying to build their own little Tower of Babel before the earth resets. And the truth is, who gives a fuck? The truth is, I think they give too many fucks. They take all of our fucks and they put it somewhere undesirable. And like cut it out. But yeah, everybody should be building their own little thing. You know what I mean? Like, I want to build, oh, this is my art, blah, 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 right? And so we're all in a sandbox, a little bit of water, a little bit of whatever. But then there's like GOVs that take all the sand and they're like, you can't create. And then the earth brings in a windstorm and pushes the sand back down so that way everybody has an equal opportunity to be creative and create something. But then, of course, the GOV gets all greedy and takes all the sand away from all the people. And then we can't create. And they're like, no, instead you'll create what we tell you to make. You make the mermaid in the sand that we want. And I'm like, bro, listen, first of all, I hate you. Second of all, you suck. You're so fucking mean. But yeah, I mean, it's fucking mean. Like, what do you, is it nice? Oh, he's such a nice guy. That is some nice guy tendencies. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I was gonna do makeup. Maybe I'll make a different video and do makeup. I don't know. I don't think I want to do makeup. I think I want to just look like a feral fox girl on a date with death. That's about it. Oh, speaking on that, hold up. Hold up. I got something on my ass. Hold up. This is my veil. I like it, and I wear it in public. And yeah, I think I'm gonna be wearing this during the eclipse because shit's wild. But have a great day or night or evening or dinner or lunch or breakfast. Hey, go create something. I don't care if you're doodling in the margins of like your important work papers that you can get fired for. Like that's cool. Go create something. Hey, go steal some art. Just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, but I do love a good art thief. Like, you ever screenshot someone's shit and print it out? That shit's fucking funny. And I'm not talking. I don't think you should do that. I don't support that. But what I mean is, like, you could screenshot anybody's comment on the internet and print it out, or like put it on a shirt. That shit's so fucking funny. I'm gonna go find that comment I made about this lady needing to just stop fucking stalking me and finger herself and get over it. I'm gonna go find that comment. I'm gonna screenshot it and put it on a shirt. And I'll wear that when I'm on my period. So that way everyone knows I'm angry. Just kidding. Oh my god. Oh my god, no, but for real. Like, art school, it's really fun. Even cooking is a creative process. Creative processes are good. They're good outlets. We all have a responsibility, like, to be creative. And you need to do it. Or else the mind goes into deep dark pits. And of course, that's where the most fertile soil is in the black matter. But at the same time, I don't think it's necessarily okay to constantly spend your time in the guano of perpetual abyss and sorrow. Sometimes it's good to grow, evolve into something with legs, get out of the guano, out of the cave into the light, get eaten by a bird, transform through that whole process. You know what I'm saying? Get pooped out, feed a tree through the micro mycelium network, become all. Okay, goodbye.